Welcome
Welcome to
to
Shade in the City.
City. I'm your girl, Trees.
It's Nels.
And today we are here to wrap up what has been, I think, voted highly amongst all viewers and content creators alike, the worst season of Ready to Love that we have seen yet. And as I told y'all, unless y'all drop down in their comments and make us feel real good, you might not see us again, not for this. But we appreciate you joining us for the conclusion so we can wrap it up in a nice, shady little bow like we like to. So if you haven't already, our Shade Squad and new viewers, please make sure you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump into it and let's get shady. Tequila. We see her getting separated from the rest of the ladies because she over here shaking the table, moving tables, trying to get at Janelle. Unique goes to comfort her, and Janelle thinks that you can't try to reason with a crazy woman, and plays Karen like she doesn't understand why Tequila was provoked or triggered. Now,
the only thing was she said, "I'm ready for you and Sierra." Sierra was like, "What the hell I do?
right.
I get involved in this."
Right. So then they run through this Kat, Janelle, and Quentin situation. I guess you can call it beef or misunderstanding. Kat says that, basically her issue is Janelle is very belittling, okay? And rubs her the wrong way. Marvin says she's combative for backstage.
I thought that was hilarious.
And she's rude as okay. Now, Quentin tries to defend Janelle and get clarification on why she felt Janelle.
It's like if she rubs you the wrong way, you don't think that's why you guys had the interaction you did?
Right. So Tommy points out that Kat called her out her name. And one thing that I will say is this whole second part of the reunion and just throughout the reunion, he never held Janelle accountable for anything. In comparison to like everyone else. I just to sit up here and be like, well, Kat, didn't you call her out her name? Like, come on, Tommy. I don't know. But Janelle says that, the obsession with her is just unmatched. She says her presence when she walks in a room challenges their mediocrity. And that's not her problem. She said it's crazy talk for people who went home and instead of being worried about if Janelle likes you, be more concerned with their connections. I said, okay. And then her and Kat get into a yelling match, and then Tommy breaks it up and says, basically sometimes folks don't like each other. And I was like, so you just gonna let her say all that? And okay. So Morier tries to, play peacemaker, and says he just doesn't like seeing Black women act like this towards each other. And then they still go back and forth once they cut the cameras.
After the break, they had Chris, Kat, Lee, Jessica, Morier, and Aries come back out to the stage. Of course, they rolled a clip back and showed Chris did, in fact, call Jessica combative, which we already knew.
Right.
So when Tommy confronted him about it, he said, I didn't call her combative. I said, we have combative situations. And all the guys at one point have called her combative. Mario said, no. What you're not about to do.
That's what we're not going to
do. He said, I put that on my daddy's grave. I ain't never called that woman combative. Okay.
So and everybody is like, Nick, you said it.
Exactly. So Tommy tries to get some context on why he felt the need to like flip out and what triggered him. Jessica says she was so far removed from Chris already, and she had already expressed, Jesus Christ, I'm getting like Tisha, expressed to the ladies y'all can love on him or whatever. She tries to get the ladies to chime in.
Oh, yeah.
She tried to get the ladies to chime in and they didn't say anything. So she's like, oh, okay. So
Now
y'all
y'all mute. Mm.
Kat said, no, honey, we are not on mutes, but I don't need to answer your question because you asked me one. You ain't my mama.
Cat
And
was
she
ready for the
said,
smoke.
honestly, I do feel that you're combative. And if that's what you're displaying, that's what you're going to be called. I said, ooh. And then said, what's wrong with the word anyway? If I'm being combative, I will want somebody to tell me. So that's a trait I can fix. I said, well, now, once again, Tommy says, all right, let's agree to disagree. And, says that one thing we do need to agree on is, Chris, we ain't going to speak to our sisters that way. So Chris agreed and says, she didn't deserve it at all. And he apologized once again. He said he will always apologize to her for that. Then we got into Phil and Aries' connection. They got into his stability. Apparently he hates the word. Quilla said the only people that hate that word are people that are not stable.
Mm.
Aries basically says that it wasn't about him not having a job or being broke or anything like that. She just doesn't think she's at the point in her life to help someone chase their dreams. And he has a lot of them.
I mean,
He said, huh?
it's valid, but I don't know what she doing though. I guess, I don't know.
What you mean?
I guess now they just booty calling it, or I don't know what they doing.
Oh, you think that's what they're doing? Oh. Well, he said he's enough for him, but maybe he can't be everything she needs. Unique in the backlight. I guess he enough for somebody.
Look, he said, somebody said, I am enough. Oh, then we get into Kira and this whole culture thing. Kira got up on this stage and made herself look worse than we already felt about her before she said what she said.
I don't understand why she's so upset about something that she even said herself.
So Kira felt like, they were boxing her in, like the ice box, and admits that, she boxed in Quentin by saying he looks like he only dates white women. So she's upset that Morier said that he was too black for her. And he said that he is and wouldn't want to put her in spaces that would make her uncomfortable. And so I'm black,
But
and
you said you were white.
closest thing to a white.
So why are you so upset?
So she said she believes it all stemmed from her comment about Quentin. And Tommy asked her, well, where did you get this idea from about Quentin? And she said, because he's in Florida.
And it's a vibe. Girl, we got a vibe that you act white.
I said,
oh, she was like, maybe I should have said Hispanic women instead. Because you're making it any better.
She made herself look so ignorant.
She did.
She feels everyone prejudges people. And Quentin calls her out about boxing him in. And, then Kira goes backstage and plays Karen because, she can identify with that. And so Morier apologizes if she felt, disrespected in any way.
He just wanted to, make her feel better because
he just wants to leave everything in peace.
Exactly. And because he still feels the same way. He feels the same way he felt. So next up is the Lee, Janelle, and Quentin triangle. After Tommy showed the clip, basically where all the ladies, including Lee, mentioned that it's all Janelle. It's basically Janelle. It's keeping Quentin away. She has mind control over this man. And
they said Janelle was out here blocking.
She kind of was. But I mean, if you feel like it's yours, then you got to do what you got to do. Now, she feels like part of the issue was that Quentin didn't feel comfortable because of the comments and things that Janelle would make in a way kind of like he's not allowed to do them. Of course, Janelle has something to say, so they went back and forth. Then Quentin cleared the air and said it had nothing to do with Janelle. She didn't make him feel uncomfortable. He was, willing and able, well, I'm sorry, not willing, but he was able to explore all his connections.
I love when she was like, right, babe? He's like, yeah, yeah. And I was like,
he was just more interested in Janelle. Then last, they get into Janelle and Quentin's connection. Apparently, their first conversation was while the cameras were down. He said that she was the only woman that actually made him laugh in the mixer. And then they feel that they also feel that they just connected so easily. And the status of their relationship is that they're just trying to figure stuff out. They had some bumps in the road. I guess they not together.
no, they're not. Quentin already came out and said they're not together because he realized he wasn't healed.
That's funny because he got on Unique about it.
Oh, but then somebody asked him in the chat if he was ready to be married, and he said yes. But he wasn't. But he wasn't healed enough to be in a relationship with Janelle.
He said, "Take me as I am."
Bless his heart. Look,
and then they do like,
you dodged a bullet, girl. He might look good, but you might have dodged a bullet.
Or did he?
Oh, don't do that.
I told you, Janelle gives me. She's.
Oh no, I said Lee dodged the bullet.
Oh, Lee dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
And then they show a preview of the next show, Ready to Love, Make a Move. And I don't know, some of the guys on there look fine. They was all right.
I guess she's gonna be watching that on her own time.
I can,
But yeah, guys, we appreciate y'all coming through for the second part of this reunion, which really was not needed. But thank you.
Never is.
It never is. But we thank you for sticking out this season with us and these connections. And shout out to Smooth Wave Morier. But yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And thank you. What did I was going to say? Oh, and make sure you follow us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, Facebook, and the IG. But I was going to say, and thank you for helping us close out yet another season.
Yes.
In the books for us. We appreciate it. We love you guys. And we will catch you for something else. It's not this. Have a good night.
Good night.